We used this book somewhere in the 1990s. You can see the Dynamo label.
Yeah, there it is.
Back
Yeah,
a little bit different.
That
And
dates you a little.
It dates me a little, but we used this as we were trying to build team at
Yes,
Youngstown
yes.
State and the 17 essential qualities of a team player. So I went through this today, and I thought, what would be, if I could only pick one, since we only have a couple minutes
Yeah.
that we want to, if I could pick one, I think I know which one I would want to leave our viewers with today.
Go for it.
Okay?
Yes.
And then I would ask you to pick one.
Okay, that'd be great. You go first.
Okay? So the one I would pick would be selfless.
Oh, that's a great one.
The thing that we tried to talk to our people about a great deal is it's really hard to be selfless.
Yeah.
I mean, instinctively, I want the ball. I want compensated.
Of course. Of course.
Intentionally working on being selfless and always having my eyes open as to how I can help everyone else around me. And if we could continue to get better at that, we'll never be perfect at it.
Yeah,
It's
uphill.
That quality of a team player, if we could develop
It's
that
huge.
one, that would be huge.
Huge.
That would be the one I would pick first. What would be
You know
yours?
what's interesting when you said that, because I talk with a lot of coaches, and almost to a person, almost 100%, coaches tell me the very thing you said. And the reason I think it's so hard, Coach, so many times is because these players, they've all been stars.
Right.
In, in high school, they were the man.
Yep.
They were the woman.
Yep.
And everybody's feeding them the ball. I mean,
Right.
it's a one-way street. And so all of a sudden, when they get to college, they were all high school All-Americans.
Well, how about since they were 5?
Yeah.
You wanted them on their little
They've
league
been
team,
catered.
and
You
they've
know,
been- Yep.
drive them to the park. Oh
Right.
my, we're sitting there. And,
Right.
Yeah, it's our boy Johnny. Look what he's. So they have literally been raised to be selfish.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you get into a world and you say, well, no, you got to share the ball, and it's against human nature. We are born. I mean, look at a little toddler. I mean, it's mine. I mean,
sure.
we're born selfish, and so it's been a while since I wrote this book. Let me look at this thing for a second. Okay, I think dependable. And the reason I don't know, maybe the highest compliment a team player could get from another team player or from their coach is I can count on you. Mm-hmm. There's just something in the 17 laws of teamwork. I call it the law of accountability. Mm-hmm. And when I came up with that word, my publisher came back and said, "There's no such word as accountability."
Right.
And I said, "I know that. Let's make one." I mean, and then I went to this thing. How does a word become a word? Somebody has to say it,
Right.
And so I said,
Why not me?
So yeah, and so we did, and now it is a word. It's a word, but the law of accountability, which is the team must be able to count on you
Yep.
when it counts.
Yep.
And I think that there is a confidence that comes to the team when they look across and they realize they'll perform, they'll come through. I can count on them,
Yep.
and I think that's a high compliment. I think it's a higher compliment that you can count on me than to say I'm talented, because talent may never show up. But hey, on that fourth down and you got a half a yard and I'm that offensive tackle,
Yep.
come right behind me. I'm going to move him. You can count on me. I think that's pretty big.